Hello, L4A. Before we start in on the lesson today on perimeter and area, I just want to review what we've done so far. Okay, so today we did non-standard units of measurement, and the day before we did standard units of measurement. And so this is a bit of a review. Now, standard units of measurement that we are using are the metric system. So here, if I was to put 4.6 and under the M for meters, so this is meters, 4.6 meters. If it goes up these stairs, the number goes up or increases in value by 1 decimal mark each time. So the decimal place moves to the right every stair it goes up. For instance, this becomes 46 decimeters. This becomes 460 centimeters. And lastly, it would become 4,600 millimeters. Conversely, if it goes down, the decimal moves to the left and the number gets smaller. So we hold these two places, so that becomes decimal 46 decimal. And when you don't have a spot, you put a 0 there, 046 and decimal 0046 kilometers. Okay, so that's how standard units work. You know that. Today we talked about non-standard units, so measuring something with your hands or with your feet. And again, this is for estimated measurement. We do this in casual situations. For instance, my uncle liked to use non-standard units of measurement when he was describing the fish he caught. Okay. An interesting fact, today Daniel measured the perimeter of the room in pinky fingernails, and he came out with 2,890. He said that was approximate. Okay, moving on to the lesson today. Perimeter. So the perimeter is the outside of a shape. So the perimeter that we're dealing with is in this rectangle is just how long it is to go around the outside. We're going to assign measurements to each one of these shapes. So for the one that I just drew, we're going to assign measurements. We're going to just say that this is 7 centimeters, and this side is 2 centimeters. And because this length is the same as this length, this will also be 7 centimeters. This is always the case in rectangles. And that this length of this side is the same as this side. They are both going to be 2 centimeters. So to figure out the perimeter, the equation is P for perimeter equals length, so the 7 centimeters, plus the width. And because there's two of them, instead of adding them twice, you take that and you multiply that by 2, because there's 2 lengths and then there's 2 widths here. Okay, so it becomes perimeter equals length, which is 7, plus width, which is 2. You keep that in the bracket because you have to do it before multiplying, times 2. Perimeter equals 9 times 2. And I'm going to go inside this right now. Perimeter equals 18 centimeters. So the perimeter of this shape right here is 18 centimeters. Okay, what you're doing is you're adding all the sides around the outside. Okay, let me just erase this here. It's a little bit different with a triangle. If I had 3 centimeters here, 4 centimeters here, and let me just scroll down a little bit, 1 centimeter here. All you do with the triangle is you add the outside. So P equals 4 plus 3 plus 1. P equals 8 centimeters. It's fairly easy with the triangle. With an irregular shape, the same thing. There is not really an equation for this one. It is just adding up, calculating all the sides and then adding them up. So if I had a shape like this, and this was 9 centimeters, this was 2 centimeters, this was 6 centimeters, this was 5 centimeters, then if this is 6 centimeters, this must be 3 centimeters because this side and this side must each equal the same as the 9 centimeters. And if this is 2 centimeters and this is 5 centimeters, then the bottom must be 7 centimeters. So once you have all the tallies, P equals, or P for perimeter equals, and then you add them up. 7 plus, and when I put a number down, I check it off so I don't do it twice, plus 3, plus 5, plus 6, plus 2, plus 9. In my head, I'm going to do some mental math, and I know that 7 plus 3 equals 10, and I know that 10 plus 5 is 15. I know that 15 plus 6 is 21. I know that 21 plus 9 is 30, because 1 plus 9 is 10. So 21 plus 9 is 30, plus 2 is 32. So the perimeter of the shape is 32 centimeters. And that's how I figure that out. So just when adding that up, you need to be very careful that you calculate each side, that you make sure you get every side, and that you don't count a side twice. Okay. Moving on. Now, that is the lesson for right now. For those that want to try something a little bit more challenging, we're going to move on.